NKTelco Sports welcomes you to New Bremen, Ohio, where the Versailles Tigers take on the New Bremen Cardinals. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Welcome to New Bremen, where we have the Cardinals and the Versailles Tigers in a Midwest Athletic Conference game. Versailles Tigers 3-4 in MAC play, 4-5 overall, looking to try to even that overall record up against the hosts, New Bremen Cardinals, looking for their first MAC victory. They stand 0-7 in the MAC. Cardinals, of course, as most Cardinal fans know, won their first two games of the season, but have not fared well in Midwest Athletic Conference fare. And tonight, the Tigers of Versailles are faced with a big situation, especially at quarterback, Ron.
Yeah, they're down to their third quarterback. Noah Waymeyer will quarterback the Tigers this evening. Versailles come in last week. Versailles had a 45 to, that was last year, the last meeting between Versailles and New Bremen, 45-6. Last week, Versailles was limited to 157 yards against Minster. And unfortunately for them, Wendell had 2 TD passes for him last week, but tonight he won't be with them due to an injury. So they're looking to even out their MAC record at 500 with a win tonight. And I guess if they win, and there's a lot of upsets, which we can't even get into, there's so many, but if there's a lot of upsets and they have a victory here tonight, they could possibly make the playoffs. But for the most part, both teams are looking at their last game this evening.
There you see the New Bremen Cardinals just onto the field. The Cardinals under Coach Chris Schmidt looking for that first Midwest Athletic Conference win. And tonight, obviously this would make their season one of those hurdles that you have to get over if they could pull off a win in the MAC. The Versailles Tigers just about to take the field. And we'll go to our keys to the game tonight. Keys to the game brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
Okay, for Versailles, the first one is create passing situations. That concerns the Versailles defense. New Bremen averages 76 yards a game passing. That's 9th in the MAC. Versailles is 4th in the MAC against the pass, so they would like to put New Bremen in a lot of passing situations. Number 2, they need to find their offense. They're last in the MAC in passing, rushing, and total yards. So somehow, without their starting quarterback and without their best wide receiver, McEldowney, they're going to have to find some offense here tonight. For New Bremen, the first key would be the rushing ability. They must be able to run the football, move the chains, control the clock, and they can do that by running. Number 2, avoid penalties. They have 50 penalties this season. That's the second most in the MAC, and obviously they can't afford penalties if they're going to try to control the clock. That's going to put them in second and long, third and long, and they don't want to get into passing situations.
Keys to the game tonight brought to you again by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. Dave Helmstetter and alongside me, Ron Cruzy, here on NKTelco. Tonight's game, New Bremen and Versailles. The Cardinals will kick it off as the Tigers deferred on this week 10 of the MAC football season. Cardinals will kick off, and this game is underway. Kick comes down to the 20. Here come the Tigers. They'll right side, and New Bremen will bring him down. Football is going to be marked at about the 44, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Versailles. And it'll be an interesting start here for Versailles with basically the Tigers on their third quarterback of the season. Waymire, from what we understand, hasn't played quarterback in over a year. So let's see what Versailles does here in this opening possession. Noah Waymire, a 6-foot junior. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw the football long, and it's caught and into New Bremen territory. Go the Tigers, and on the reception, number 3, Sam Bargy. And just, we talk about the rushing game, and we were joking before the game. We didn't think Versailles would even put the football in the air, and on the first play, very wisely, they catch the Cardinals a little bit off guard.
Yeah, we thought we'd get a big dose here of Garrett Thompson. He's the leading rusher for the Tigers, 5'10", 155-pound junior. And right away they come out and fool us, and I'm sure they fooled the Cardinals too with a pass.
Richard will be to the left side. He's number 23. They're strong to the left side. Waymire. That'll be Bargy again. No gain on the play, so it'll be second down and 10.
Bargy's a 5'9", 135-pound senior for the Tigers, has 5 touchdowns for the season, so he's used to rushing the football.
Football to 37. Thompson. He'll be stopped there by number 18, Avery Powers, in on the stop for the Cardinals. And we'll call it a pickup of about 3 yards, make it third down and 7. Versailles in the Cardinal territory, football resting at about the 34.
Now we'll see if they go back to the pass here. Quite a start here for Waymire. Come out, hit his first pass of the season.
They put her right on the numbers, too. Here comes Thompson. Tackle there by number 9, Nolan Bornhorst. Freshman linebacker for the Cardinals. That's going to set up a fourth down. 4th and 4, football resting at the New Bremen 31. So the first big play of tonight's game ready to take place as you see the play clock counting down.
And with Dave, with McEldowney out of the game, they're down to their second and third receivers.
Waymire is going to toss it to the right side, and it's caught there by Bargy. Bargy will move upfield. He'll have the first down. Tackle made by number 21, Ryan Berkey, for the Cardinals, and Waymire 2 for 2.
19-yard gain and a 15-yard gain for Waymire, so he's up to 34 yards already.
So the Tigers have it, 1st and 10, football at the 16. Thompson, take a second look at that one, see who had the football. That'll be Bargy, number 3. He'll pick up 6, and that'll make it second down and 4.
That's just what the Tigers want, second and manageable yards. Opens up the playbook now. They can throw or run.
Bargy is slot to the right side. Thompson is in the backfield. Waymire, the quarterback, number 14. He'll hand off on a counter. That's going to be Kyle Subler with the football. No gain as New Bremen stops the running play. Third down, we'll call it 7. Football at about the 13. No score on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard here in the first quarter of football. Versailles trying to put together a scoring drive. Subler, he'll get the football and go to the right side. Across the 10 and into the end zone, Kyle Subler. Subler with the run, and he has the Tigers on the scoreboard. 6-0 with 8:08 to go.
They come in with a tight formation there and ran a sweep to the right and good blocking there and a very good run by Subler to carry a defender right into the end zone.
Jacob Heitkamp will try the extra point for Versailles. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it's good. So Versailles takes a 7-0 lead. Let's take a look at this one again. The score again by Versailles here in the first quarter. Subler going to the right side. Follows his blockers. Keeps on moving forward, and a beautiful drive on our first quarter score. Versailles 7, New Bremen nothing. We'll be back after this.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Versailles enjoying a 7-0 lead as they march down the field with a couple of nice pass plays from a quarterback that's not thrown the football at all this season.
Yeah, we want them to find their offense, and it looks like they found some right away in the first quarter. They're averaging, I think, 14 points a game on offense for the year, and already they're up to 7.
Powers will bring the short kick by Heitkamp up to near the 30-yard line.
And they did that with a nice mixture, 2 passes and 6 running plays.
So let's see what New Bremen can do on offense as Versailles marched right down the field on their first scoring drive, and Tigers go up 7-0, 8:06 to go here in the first quarter of play. Cardinals will send 3 receivers to the left side. Powers, Bornhorst. Powers will take the Bornhorst handoff, and he'll move forward to about the 35-yard line. So that's a pickup of 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5.
And we'll see that quite a bit. They like to line Bornhorst up there on the wing and run him right or run him left. So he has plenty of blockers out front.
Bornhorst in the backfield, in motion. This way, some running room. Across the 40, 1st down. Jake Hemmelgarn, number 13 with the run. 5'10", 164-pound senior running back. Picks up the 1st down, and Cardinals have it at the 44.
Looks like the game plan might be to run it wide. First play, run it wide left. Second play, run it wide right. So they'll mix Powers and Hemmelgarn up. Did a good job on the first 2.
Versailles has a very respectable defense, so let's see what the Cardinals do on this 1st and 10. This time it goes to the fullback, and there's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Number 22, Garrett Doherty with the carry. Play comes in from number 35, Wells, Nicholas Wells. Cardinals will have 2 receivers right, 1 left. In motion, Hemmelgarn. He'll try to cut it upfield. Picks up maybe 2 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 6. Little bit of they strung that play out just a little bit, and he wasn't able to make that quick cut that needed to happen.
Right, Versailles strung it out, and Hemmelgarn tried to go wide. It looked like if he would have cut it back a little sooner, there was a hole there, but he had his eyes wide.
Third down and 6. Bornhorst. He's going to drop back to throw it. Looking downfield, and it's incomplete. Intended for Avery Powers, and that means New Bremen's going to be forced to punt the football away.
Looked like Powers might have been open early, and the throw was a little bit late. Created time for the Versailles defender to get over there to break it up.
Bornhorst will stand at the New Bremen 33 as he'll try to punt it away. Kick is away. A little bit of pressure there. It's going to bound at the 26. And it bounces off a Tiger, and off to the races we go. And it's going to be a touchdown. It looked like number 35, Wells, but Nicholas Wells, that's
I would think
picked up
that would
the
be
loose football.
A muff punt, wouldn't it not?
We'll have a conversation on that one as the officials gather at the 29-yard line. And
I don't think he can recover it and run it in from there.
Wells made it look very natural. He picked it up and ran with it.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
He wasn't asking any questions, and he found the end zone. But
play till you hear a whistle.
The officials regroup. They'll give New Bremen the football at about the 23-yard line. So that's a fumble by the Tigers. So a big miscue here in the first quarter play gives the Cardinals some new life.
Yeah, he's lucky enough to get the punt off. There was quite a bit of pressure there,
Yes.
and then they turn around and Versailles touches the football.
That'll be Flouty with the football. He'll move across the 15. Nice driving run there by Zach Flouty. They'll mark it right at the 15. So he'll be about, we'll call it 2 yards short of the first down. Pickup of 8 yards.
Flouty's a 5'9", 175-pound junior.
So the Tiger defense being called upon to do the job here as the Cardinals are threatening. Powers goes to the left side and can't quite turn that corner. We saw that happen in a couple of runs earlier here in New Bremen's first series. No gain on the play, so it's going to remain third and short. Call it 2 yards. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play.
Looks like they're going to have to continue to work the ball on the outside and look for the cutback.
Bornhorst. Flouty. Driving forward inside the 5.
So much for that theory. Just run it up the middle, Dave.
Looks good to me as Flouty powers it forward. He's stopped there by Noah Grise.
That'll make his grandma proud. She's my sister.
Well, that'll make her real proud, won't it? He looks good, too. They put the football at the 4, so it's going to be first and goal for New Bremen. So the Cardinals trying to tie it up. They'll send one receiver wide right. It's going to be Doherty, but he's going to be stopped short of the end zone. Garrett Doherty with the carry. They're going to mark it at about the 1 yard line. So big chance for the Cardinals to get on board here. Second down.
All right, they got 3 downs there to make 1 yard.
Doherty in the backfield. Cardinals going to the right side. There goes Doherty. He's in. Touchdown, Garrett Doherty, and the Cardinals counter Versailles score with a touchdown of their own. Now comes the all-important extra point to tie it up. Bornhorst, number 9. Grant Selby, number 12, will hold it. Snap is there. Kick is up. And it's good. And we are tied with 3:13 on the First National Bank ThinkVerse scoreboard. Our score, New Bremen 7, Versailles 7. And we'll be back right after this.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on an attempt to hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
Cardinals capitalize on a Versailles turnover, and they march into the end zone on a 1-yard run by Garrett Doherty, and the kick ties it up from Bornhorst, and Versailles will now get the football.
New Bremen had a nice nine-play drive there, and like we talked about, they have to avoid the penalties. That they can do this. They did it against Minster in the first half. They controlled the football up and down the field.
Alleg's kick is away, and the Tigers will take it at the 20. They'll go to the right side. Still on his feet. Going to have good field position across and near midfield. See where they mark it. That was Kyle Subler who scored Versailles' touchdown in the first quarter with the return. And he'll bring it back to the New Bremen 49. So the Tigers already in New Bremen territory.
Cardinals defense needs to step up here. They got the momentum from the offense. They need to get them the ball back.
Hand off Thompson. He'll pick up maybe a yard. Stop in there by Grant Selby, number 12, also in on the stop. And number 79, I do believe, Zach Fry, also in on the stop, perhaps. Short pass completed. Waymeyer on target. Subler with the catch.
Waymeyer comes in 3 for 3.
Has the first down, and the Tigers on the move with a nice mix of passes and rushes.
He throws the ball pretty well. You know, obviously he does some in practice, but he's throwing the ball pretty well for somebody that's not played quarterback all year.
Bargy back to Subler. Counter, reverse. He's still on the move, and it's going to move inside the 10 to near the 5. Subler, 5'8", 165-pound senior running back, really creating some havoc.
That was the old counter play right there. Big hole up the middle.
Counter works well. They'll mark it at the 7, so it's 1st and goal Versailles. Subler's going to get the call again. He goes to about the 4-yard line. Stopped there by Bornhorst. Second and goal for Versailles. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter play.
If you're New Bremen, you'd have to keep your eye on Thompson.
Thompson's alone back in the backfield for Versailles. Thompson, he'll get the call, and he'll find the end zone. Garrett Thompson, Tigers' leading rusher, finds the end zone that time. Versailles quickly goes up 13-7. And the extra point by Heitkamp upcoming. Waiting on the kicker as puts the shoe on. Plenty of time on the clock, as you can see. Heitkamp ready to add the extra point for Versailles. Snap on target. Kick is up. It is good. So our score on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 1:12 to play, first quarter play. Versailles 14, New Bremen 7. We'll return right after this.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold. We are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless premium retailer.
First quarter action as Versailles with a 14-7 lead, and Ron, Versailles has had two very nice scoring drives.
Right, they're already up to their average per game for the season, and like I said, they average 142 yards rushing, 76 yards passing, a total yardage of 219 a game, and they're well on their way to increasing that.
Heitkamp will kick it off, and Cardinals will get the football. Kick is going to come down to about the 16-yard line. And the return will come up to near the 30-yard line. Look like Powell on the return. Football will be right at the New Bremen 30.
So now we'll see if New Bremen can respond to that. They responded well to the first scoring drive by Versailles. Now they get their second opportunity to match that.
New Bremen was able to capitalize on a muffed punt, and that led to their score. Bornhorst is going to throw it. Pass incomplete, intended there for Caleb Allig. Lots of white jerseys around that one.
He threw into coverage there. He's lucky to get that ball back.
Lots of white jerseys and lots of green grass in front of those white jerseys. So it'll make it second down and 10. Doherty straight ahead. He'll get to about the 35, so he'll pick up 5. Cardinals have had good success just running straight ahead.
Yes, they have. It looked like they were going to have good success running it outside, and all of a sudden they ran Flouty twice up the middle for good gains, and Doherty's picking up some yardage. So
call it third down and about 4.
It's kind of turned around here a little bit.
And the way Versailles' offense has moved the football, Cardinals want to hang on to it. Bornhorst going to keep it. Should have the first down. Number 27 in on the stop. That's Johnny Moorman, 5'9" senior. And also Tanner Bay, number 31, a 5'7", 150-pound senior in on the stop for the Tigers. But it's first and 10 for New Bremen.
They're just going to run the clock out now and go to the second quarter.
And we'll move on to the second quarter. Our score is Versailles 14 and New Bremen 7, and we'll return with more football right after this.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Versailles enjoying a 14-7 lead as we begin the second quarter of football. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game here on NKTelco brought to you by Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, and St. Mary's Trucking. Bring you tonight's game between New Bremen and Versailles, and it's been an interesting first quarter as the Cardinals move forward with a rush, and they get to near midfield. They'll be about a yard short of that first down. It looks like
there's a flag down in the defensive backfield.
Looks like Clem on the run, but there is a penalty, as Ron said.
That's the first penalty of the ball game.
Officials discussing the penalty. That came from a little bit of an unusual area of the field. On that particular run play, they're going to talk to the Cardinals coach.
Illegal participation on the Tigers.
Extra man on the field.
So that's going to move the ball from the 50 to the 35.
15 yards. That's a.
I didn't think that was. Got to go. I thought the illegal participation was 5 yards.
I thought it was too. Moving the yardsticks. Football's at the 35. So Cardinals in good situation following the penalty.
They're going to have to wait for the referee to get back.
Yeah, they had to move the chains, and official had to explain it to Versailles head coach Adam Miller.
Anyway, Cardinals going to have the ball on the 35-yard line.
Great position for the Cardinals, and Bornhorst will take the snap. It's going to go to Doherty straight ahead. This time he's tripped up by number 40 in the Versailles defense. That's Jacob Rissmiller, 6'1" senior. That'll put the football, I'll call it the 34, so let's call it a gain of 1 yard. Second down to 9. Doherty will bring the play into Bornhorst. So New Bremen moving deeper into Versailles territory. Wide to the right side is Alec. In motion. It'll go the opposite way to Grant Selby, and he'll move forward to near the 30-yard line. Little counter type misdirection by the Cardinals. And
that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 play for the Cardinals, something they probably wanted to avoid, but they could have been a lot worse there. They had 2nd and 9 situation, bring it down to a 3rd and 5, so they can still do either one, run or pass, but you would think they would be passing the ball with 5 yards to go.
Bryce Blickel will come into the lineup for the Cardinals. He's number 42. He'll go way to the wide right side. 3 receivers right. Motion goes to the left. Hemmelgarn cuts inside, and he's got the first down. Jake Hemmelgarn, number 13, has the first down, and the Cardinal drive continues. 10 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Second quarter action. On the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, it's Versailles 14, New Bremen 7. Cardinals shuffling the lineup. Zach Floudy back in the game at the fullback or halfback spot. He'll be in the backfield. Bornhorst in motion, left side. Bornhorst is going to throw it. He's rolling left. in trouble. He'll toss it upfield, intercepted at the 5. That's going to be Bargy. He's going to bring it back to about the 18. And Bargy with the interception, and boy, big turnover there by the Cardinals.
Yeah, he rolled to his left, and as we know, when you roll the left, you have to square those shoulders up, and he threw it high, right over the receiver's head into the defender's hands.
So the New Bremen drive stops with 9:44 to go here in the first half. And Versailles will look to start their third scoring drive here of the first half. Waymeyer. Short gain. Mangen with the carry. That's a 2-yard pickup. Let's call it second down and 8. Aaron Mangen, 5'8" senior, number 22 in the backfield now for Versailles. Subler is in the left wing spot. And he's going to roll this way. Waymeyer almost intercepted.
Nice play there by Powers. Closed on the ball and knocked it down.
Powers had a vision on that interception. Read it very well, and if he could have picked that one off, he might have had a touchdown.
Yeah, he looked like he had a lot of grass in front of him.
That's Waymeyer's first in completion?
Yes.
Not bad. Be third down and 8. Cardinal defense needs to step it up here. Need to come up with the big play. Waymeyer out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Handles the football under pressure. Escapes the sack. Still on the run. Still under pressure. And finally, number 64 will bring him down. Matt Messick with the sack. Brandon Heitkamp, number 84 for the Cardinals. Boy, he had the first shot at Waymeyer and caused him to scramble. And
then Nicholas Wells had another shot at him, and he got out of that one.
So, but the good side is it's 4th and long for Versailles, so that means they'll be forced to punt it away. And back deep for the Cardinals will be Levi Clem. He will stand at the Cardinal 49-yard line. Low line drive kick. It's going to bound out. That's going to go out of bounds just short of the midfield. So New Bremen's going to have some good field position here when they come back out on offense. Let's see where they mark it. Versailles 49, that's where the Cardinals will have the football. So the defense for New Bremen comes up with the big play and forces the incompletion. So it'll be 1st and 10 New Bremen at the 49.
Nice job there by the Cardinal defense after the interception. They get the ball back in their own territory again.
Bornhorst, he'll hand off left side is Powers. He's going nowhere. In fact, we'll call it a loss of a yard. Number 77, Bo Bay, 6'1", 200-pound senior for Versailles, in on the stop. That'll be a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11.
That's exactly what New Bremen has to avoid, the turnovers and the penalties. The penalties will put them in yardage situations they don't want, and the turnovers obviously kill drives.
And not much of a gain here either. And going to lose another yard, so Doherty, no gain or a loss of a yard. Kanapke in on the stop for the Tigers.
So 3rd and 12, something that the Cardinals wanted to avoid.
3rd down and long. Zach Flouty brings the play in. Let's see how they set this up. Allig will come to the short side. Wide side goes Blickel. Bornhorst is going to pitch it. He's got some running room. He's got one man to beat across midfield. Nice tackle as he moves inside the 45 to about the 42. Number 33 in on the stop for the Tigers. That's Mitchell Paulus, a 6'2 senior, with the stop, but it's going to set up 4th down and 4 for New Bremen.
Boy, that play, when it first started, looked like it was headed for at least the first down, and Versailles did a nice job of shutting it down.
Had one man to beat, and the blocker couldn't quite make the corner on that one, and ends up just short of a first down. Nice high punt, fair catch at the 18, so Versailles will take over as Bargy fair catches it. They'll call it the 19-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 Versailles. And the Cardinals need for their defense to dig in again. So after 3 scoring drives really early in the first quarter for the most part, second quarter's has been scoreless.
Right. Both defensive have stepped it up a little bit, but I think probably the change of possessions mostly were the turnovers.
Waymire Bargy's going to take it to the left side as he came in motion trying to pick his way through the New Bremen defense. And he'll move forward to about the 28. Like Messick. Max Messick in on the stop. 9-yard pickup, so it's 2nd down and 1.
There's that tight formation again by Versailles.
Short yardage and powers it forward. That's Thompson. He'll have the first down, and Versailles' drive will continue. Football will go to the 33. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 33-yard line. And again, you have to emphasize the New Bremen defense really needs to step it up here to keep the Tigers from grinding one out. In motion, Bargy. Here comes pitch right side. It's Thompson across the 35.
Versailles just continues to, a little yardage at a time, but they need, they just continue to move the ball up the field.
Bornhorst and Cook in on the stop that time for New Bremen. Football at the 36. 2nd down and 7. Motion is Bargy. He'll get the football. Trying to turn it upfield. He does. He's got the first down. Clem had a shot at him, number 11 for the Cardinals, but Bargy outruns him, makes the cut around the corner and picks up the first down, valuable yardage, and into New Bremen territory, the Versailles Tigers march.
Nice block out there on the left side, get Bargy the corner. Once he got the corner, he's got the speed, but New Bremen closed it down and run him out of bounds.
Waymire under center. Double reverse or counter. This time it's Subler. Tackle that time by number 18, Avery Powers.
That's the second time we've seen that counter play, and both times it produced good yardage. That time gain of 12.
Well executed play that time by Versailles on the counter, and they've got another first down. Got a New Bremen timeout. Our score, Versailles 14, New Bremen 7, and we'll return right after this.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Cardinals take a timeout to try to stop this Versailles drive that has put the football into the Cardinal 37-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for Versailles. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game brought to you by Cy Schwederman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, and St. Mary's Trucking bring you tonight's game between Versailles and New Bremen. Cardinal defense is being challenged. 1st and 10, football to 37. That's going to be Bargy around the left side. 4-yard pickup, so make it 2nd down and 6.
Very important here for the Cardinals. Dig in here. They need to stop. They don't want to go down much more here. Their offense isn't designed for comeback.
Handoff straight ahead. Thompson is stopped by 3 different Cardinals. Number 63 for 1. Logan Dickey in on the stop. That's going to make it 3rd down and about 3. Football resting at the 30-yard line.
So
another one of those little counters.
Yeah, they're definitely in 4-down territory here.
That's straight ahead running. Subler, he's still on his feet.
Oh, nice tackle.
That was Avery Powers, saved a touchdown. Cardinal defender had a shot in the backfield at Subler, but could not make that big play. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Versailles. Football now goes to the 17 of New Bremen, and the drive continues.
Subler, a nice 13-yard gain there that time.
Comes the counter, Bargy.
Oh, face mask.
Might be a penalty that time, yes. I reached in and got the face mask. It's going to go against the Cardinals.
And for the Cardinals, I think that's their first penalty of the ball game. So far, it's been a pretty penalty-free game. 1 for Versailles, 1 for New Bremen.
So that'll make it 1st and goal for the Tigers. Football resting just inside the 10-yard line.
There's a tight formation again by the Tigers.
So you have Thompson in the backfield. You have Subler to the left side, Bargy to the right side. Not sure what the discussion is here. Not sure what the discussion is.
Everything just stopped. They need to put the yardage markers down. If it's, they're saying it's 1st and 2.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it, Ron? You got to think about this one for a while. Not sure on that one. How do we?
It's a face mask. Why wouldn't that be a 1st down? It is a 1st down, but why is there 2 yards to go?
Why is there 2 yards to go? I guess that's the question. Anyway, Bargy goes to the left side, and he gets inside the 5, but he fumbles the football.
New Bremen's got it.
And the Cardinals survive. Not sure who got the recovery, but Zach Flouty with the recovery.
There.
How about that one, Ron?
Yeah. My sister's celebrating as we speak.
Wow, boy. That really turns this situation here in the first half. 2:41 to go. Let's take another look at that one, see what we can see on our replay. It's going to go to Bargy. He's going to go around that left side. There you see him. Cuts inside the 10, and then the football goes a-flying. Now the Cardinals need to get a little bit of running room.
They picked up about 2 yards.
Not much there, but we'll call it a 2-yard pickup, make it 2nd down and 8. And Versailles will take a timeout with 2.5 to go here in the first half. Our score, Versailles 14, New Bremen 7. We'll be back right after this.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Interesting development here in the second quarter. Versailles on the drive to their 3rd score of the first half, but fumble inside the 5-yard line. New Bremen recovers. And the Cardinals now somehow got to wrestle some field position here as they trail only 14-7.
So New Bremen defense keeps giving the offense the opportunities, and now it's time for the offense to make a long drive in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hamelgarn's going to get the call, I believe. Oh, nope, inside it goes. Garrett Doherty, number 22 in the backfield. He'll move it forward. And Versailles will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, and St. Mary's Trucking bring you tonight's game. As there you take a look into the offensive huddle of the Cardinals. First National Bank Think First scoreboard reads Versailles 14, New Bremen 7, 2:23 to go. And Versailles coach Adam Miller very wisely using his timeouts to either have a chance at blocking a punt or getting good field position if his defense can hold the Cardinals.
They have one more timeout remaining, so if they can stop them here, obviously they'll use that timeout. Like you said, then they'll go after the punt or maybe set up a return, but they're trying to get the ball back here and possibly score by the end of the half.
Call it 3rd down and about 6. Bornhorst is going to throw it.
Oh, that's intercepted.
Touchdown, Versailles. And that's number 10. That's Noah Grisey. Grisey, a 5'10 junior, with the touchdown. And the Tigers come back and get the score anyway, Ron.
Yeah, they did. They were just working the clock with their timeouts, and now all of a sudden they come up with an interception of all things and score.
Extra point coming up. This will be high camp to try and tack the point on. The extra point, snap a little high, kick is up. It is good, and so the scoreboard now reads Versailles 21, New Bremen 7. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Cardinals suffering from a big turnover as the score jumps to 21-7 Versailles with just 2:18 to go in the first half. And Grisey he stayed home, stayed with his man, and made the defensive play.
Made a really nice play there. Reached up with his right hand, tipped it to himself basically, and then took it in. A linebacker's dream.
And Heitkamp will kick it away for Versailles as he marks it off. And quite a swing of emotion there in the last 3 or 4 minutes for both teams. Going to be at the 20-yard line. It'll move forward to about the 27, and that'll make it 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Of course, Versailles coach Adam Miller taking those timeouts to stop the clock, and there's plenty of time left now. 2:13 to go, but he's already scored and now may have another chance at something before this.
It looked like they were going to go in before that, and then they fumbled the ball on the 3-yard line. Looked like New Bremen had a breath of air there, and then all of a sudden then they turn it over, and Versailles scores on the interception.
Bornhorst. Throw it long. It's incomplete. Pass intended for Bryce Blickel, and it's incomplete. Clock stops with 2:09 to go.
Yeah, a little bit of room there to work now. Ball on the 29.
Powers is going to go on the sweep, but Bargie's going to be there, but he can't hang on to him. Finally, Barnhorst will move forward, but the tackle there by number 77, Bo Bay. He'll make the stop. It'll be no gain.
Versailles is playing that sweep now. That time they had 3 or 4 guys waiting on Powers.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. And Versailles is going to get the football again.
Yeah, New Bremen's in another situation here. Do they pass? Do they throw?
Bornhorst will keep it, but boy, there's all sorts of people moving that time. Procedure call against New Bremen.
I think they keep it on the ground and make Versailles use that last time out of theirs and then punt the ball.
Football's at the 24. We've got 1:25 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 21-7, Versailles over New Bremen. And Versailles will take the timeout. We'll take a timeout. Our score, Versailles 21, New Bremen 7. We'll be back right after this.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Versailles uses their final timeout, stops the clock with 1:22 to go. And it's 3rd down and 15 for New Bremen. And Cardinals it'll be interesting to see what they will do. I'm not sure anymore, but we'll see what happens here. Versailles cannot stop the clock, so.
If they're going to throw it, they're going to have to throw it for at least 15 yards, you would think.
Yeah. A running play will move the clock quite a bit. Not much time left, but we'll see.
I would think a running play would be in order here.
Hamelgarn, he'll go to the right side. He'll try and cut up across the 25. Got some running room. He has a first down and more across midfield and to about the 31-yard line. What a run by Jake Hamelgarn.
Well, it just turns out different than what you think all the time. But there they did the right thing, I think, in running the football. And they get it all the way down to the Versailles 32-yard line.
That was a great run by Jake Hamelgarn. 5'10", senior. Boy, he got outside, got some speed, moved right along the sidelines, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Powers, he'll go to the left side. He'll cut it back up across the 35 to the 31-yard line. So that'll be a pick of at least of 7, and we're under a minute to go. And I do believe the Cardinals have 2 timeouts.
Yes, they got 2 timeouts
Two
left.
timeouts. Clock is counting at 45. Flouty has the first down. Football is going to be marked at the 25-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 with 37 seconds left, and the Cardinals trying to put a drive together. They will take the timeout. We will take the timeout. Versailles 21, New Bremen 7. We'll be back right after this.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Bremen takes the timeout, 37 seconds on the clock. And New Bremen's running game comes alive here in the last 2 or 3 rushes.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Hamelgarn there down the sideline.
Great run by Hamelgarn.
They're in a situation here where they can do anything they want to with that 1 timeout. Obviously, they can stop the clock one more time.
They've not had success throwing the football, but football's at the 25, and they've got 3 receivers to the right side. Bornhorst drops straight back. Here comes the blitz. Pass is incomplete.
He got rid of it in time, and there was a receiver in the area, so there won't be intentional grounding.
They sent I guess you'd call it a safety blitz, and put the heat on Bornhorst, and wisely he got rid of it, but it's an incomplete pass. Clock stops at 31 seconds, making it now 2nd and 10. Hamelgarn, number 13, to the right side. Bornhorst is going to run on a draw, but it's read by number 51. Big defensive play there by Eric Kanapke, a 5'11", 220-pound defensive lineman. Kanapke with the stop. And that's going to make it 3rd down, and Cardinals will take their final timeout. We'll keep it right here as we have 22 seconds left in the half, and remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Cy Schwederman, West Staff Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, and St. Mary's Trucking bringing you tonight's game between Versailles and New Bremen. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Friday, October the 28th at 11 p.m. and Tuesday, November 1st at 7 p.m. You can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.net. And on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. It's Versailles 21, New Bremen 7. Cardinals with 25 seconds to go in the first half, threatening.
And this one has to go in the air with 25 seconds to go, no timeouts.
3rd and 11. He fakes short. He's going to go long. Boy, there could be a penalty. They'll call it incomplete. Thought for a moment the defensive back may have slowed the New Bremen player down, but it's incomplete. And a nice pattern that time, really.
A
Just
double
not
move
far
out
off.
there by Powers, and Barnhorst pumped, and then Powers took off, and he was open, just overthrew him.
Now we've got 20 seconds left, and this will be a 4th down play as Bornhorst calls the signals. Powers on the right side. Bornhorst looks left, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Hemmelgarn. They had Powers on the right side, Hemmelgarn on the left, and pass just off target. And with 15 seconds left for Versailles, we'll have time for one more play.
I would assume they would just take a knee and be glad to go in with a 21-7 lead.
Waymeyer. It's going to go to Thompson. He'll move it forward, and a stop there by Logan Dickey. And we have a penalty on the play. They'll talk to the
personal foul on New Bremen.
Personal foul, and that's a major penalty. So with 8 seconds left, Tigers will have it at their own 45. Let's see what they do. They're up to the line quickly. Everybody set. Here we go. They're going to spike it and regroup. So we have 5 seconds left. And the football is setting at the Versailles 45. What do you think, Ron?
I would think they're going to throw it long since they called, since
so.
they spiked it to stop the clock. That'd be the only thing left, unless they got some kind of a reverse play, maybe a pass off the reverse, or
a little counter right now would just look sweet.
Pretty sure it's going to go long.
A little counter. Nope, it's going to be a pass. It's going to be a screen. Short pass over the middle. And across the 45. That's Noah Richard. He'll get across the 43, and that's where it'll end. And our first half is history. Our score, Versailles 21, New Bremen 7, and we'll be back right after this.
Jump, jump. What? Oh, come on.
Plastic surgery is very expensive today.
Jet!
Jet?
Come on, shoot him.
Need more bandwidth? Switch to NKTelco and run all your devices.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking. traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
Halftime here at New Bremen. Versailles enjoys a 21-7 lead over New Bremen, and the official Ron Cruzy halftime statistics looks like Versailles got an edge in those numbers.
Yes, they do. For the Versailles Tigers, they were 4 of 5 passing for a total of 56 yards. Rushing-wise, they had 141 yards for a total of 197 total yards for the half. For New Bremen, passing-wise, 0 of 7. Rushing, 115 yards, so a total of 115 yards for the Cardinals. The scoring-wise in the first quarter, Kyle Subler, a 12-yard TD run for Versailles. The point after was good. Versailles 7, Cardinals nothing. With 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first quarter, a 1-yard TD run by Garrett Doherty made the score 7-7 after the point after was good. With 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the first half, the big play of the game so far, a 4-yard TD run by Garrett Thompson. Point after was good. Versailles 14, New Bremen 7 at the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, an 8-yard interception TD run by Noah Guzet. The point after was good. The final score of the first half was 21 for Versailles and 7 for the New Bremen Cardinals.
Big interception there that jumped the lead to 2 touchdowns. Cardinals came back, ran out of time in an effort there to try and put their second touchdown on the board. Jake Hemmelgarn had a great run for the Cardinals to really set the possibility of that happening, but a drive stalls out at about the 25-yard line for the Cardinals. So it's 21-7. New Bremen will get the football to start the second half of play as Jacob Heitkamp will tee it up. And we're just moments away from the start of the second half here at New Bremen on a windy, chilly evening in Week 10 of high school football here on NKTelco. And the Tigers looking to even their record at 5-5 with a win here against the Cardinals. And here comes the return, and it's going to be at about the 28-yard line, and New Bremen will have it 1st and 10. Looks like Powers with the return.
So we'll see what the Cardinals can do here to start the third quarter. The first quarter, very well played quarter. The second quarter got a little sloppy with turnovers and some penalties involved to stop some drives. So we'll see if New Bremen can clean it up and move the ball down the field.
It'll be Powers. He'll come to the left side. He's going to reverse direction, and that's a problem as number 22 in on the stop there. That's Aaron Mangen. Mangen with a nice defensive play for Versailles, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. And Powers just stopped, reverse direction, and Mangen was able to read that and make the stop, and it's now second down. We'll call it 11.
3 wide out to the left.
Bornhorst, dump pass, and it's going to be a yard or 2 pickup there maybe as the Versailles defense reads that play clearly. They'll call it a gain of 3, make it 3rd down and 8 for the Cardinals.
And that's what New Bremen wanted to avoid, the 3rd and long, get into short yardage situations where they can run the ball. Now it looks like they're going to have to pass the ball.
Alec will go to the left side. Hemmelgarn is in short. Powers in motion. Bornhorst is going to roll that way. Here comes the blitz, and pass is incomplete. Broken up by Bargy. It was intended for Hemmelgarn at the New Bremen 41-yard line. That means the Cardinals will be forced to punt the football away. And we have an injured player on the field.
That's number 27, Johnny Mormon for the Tigers.
5'9", senior for Versailles. Being helped up. There you see the Cardinal offensive unit, or the punting unit, as they get ready to kick it away. 4th down and 8.
So it's not the way the Cardinals wanted to start the second half with a 3 and out.
Versailles 3-4 in the MAC. They're tied going into play tonight with Minster and Anna, so a win would pull them to 500. And the kick is short, and it's going to bound at the 46 and roll to the Versailles 39-yard line.
That's something we're going to have to watch after a while. I noticed on the New Bremen punts, the snap gets back there a little slow. And if Versailles has any kind of a rush at all, they're going to have a pretty good shot at blocking the punt.
So Versailles very successful. Noah Waymeyer making his first start at quarterback for the Tigers and doing a fine job in his effort. It's Bargy, left side. Quick slot back will move out. He has the first down. He has more into New Bremen territory. He'll go across the 40. He'll step out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Nice pickup by Bargy.
A 26-yard pickup there by Bargy.
Sam Bargy, number 3. He's got some great speed, and once he gets to the outside, it's off to the races.
And you mentioned Waymeyer. He was 4 of 5 in the first half there, so he did his job for his first game at quarterback.
Waymeyer's going to throw it downfield. Going to overthrow. Intended receiver for number 38.
That was a nice
A.J. Arns, the big tight end for Versailles.
That play was set up very nicely there. He had him open. Just, I think he thought he was going to take off, and the receiver stopped. So thus the overthrow.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 10. Football at the New Bremen 41-yard line. That's Thompson. He'll move forward to the 35 as number 84, Brandon Heitkamp, in on the stop. 3rd down and 4.
So the Cardinals defense, they must stop Versailles from scoring on this drive.
See what the Tigers run. Bargy will go in the backfield in motion. He'll get the football and go across the 30 to about the 29-yard line. So he'll have the first down, and the chains continue to move for Versailles, and not good here for the New Bremen defense. The longer they're on the field and the more rushing attempts the Tigers get, the tighter they're going to get. First and 10, football to 29. Same offensive alignment for Versailles. In motion, right side. They're going to throw it just a little bit short. Intended for number 23, Noah Richard. Subler went into motion that time to the right side, and Waymeyer passed just a little bit short to Subler, and that's going to make it 2nd down and 10.
Looks like the field's getting a little slippery out there. Subler slipped on that one.
This will be Subler. Powers his way across the 20 to the 18. He'll have the first down, and Versailles' drive continues.
Their running game has come alive here in the third quarter. Gains of 26, 6, and 11 yards.
Take another look at that one. Subler just powers forward. Nice run to about the 18.
A nice lead block there. He followed his blocker real well.
Bargy in motion left side. He'll get the football. He'll try and turn the corner and does. He's going to find almost found the end zone. As Hemmelgarn saves the touchdown for Versailles, he knocks him out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. Let's take another look at that one. There you see Bargy in motion. Waymar handout. Makes that cut right there. Beautiful cut. He's at the 15, the 10. And Hemmelgarn with a diving stop at the 1 yard line. So it's first and goal for Versailles.
New Bremen gives up 192 yards rushing per game and a 5.9 average. That's 9th in the MAC.
Full house backfield, touchdown Thompson. Garrett Thompson, a 5'10 junior, finds the end zone. 1 yard run as the Tigers run out of a full house backfield. Thompson in the end zone for the 4th score of the night for Versailles. 8:16 to go, third quarter. Heitkamp on to try the extra point. Bargy will hold. Here comes the snap, a little low, and it's bobbled, and the extra point is no good. And the snap a little bit low. Take another look at the Versailles touchdown. There you see it, 8:16 to go. Our score,
Here's the
Versailles
thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Versailles has had an excellent rushing attack here tonight, and the Tigers push it in the end zone on a 1 yard run, and Thompson scores the touchdown, and it's 27-7. Versailles in command as we move on here in the third quarter.
They had 5 rushing plays that drive for the touchdown, 2 incomplete passes, yards, running plays of 26, 6, 6, 11, and 17 yards.
Heitkamp will kick off for the 5th time tonight. The kick goes to the 15, and the Cardinals will move it upfield, and they'll get it to about the 27-yard line.
It's imperative here that the Cardinals put a drive together. They can't afford another 3 and out because it really hurts their defense. The defense will get tired real quick if they're out on the field all the time. That's something they avoided the first half.
Cardinals break the huddle. Bornhorst, only a freshman in the backfield. And Clem, no running room there, and that's going to be a loss of, call that a loss of 3 yards. So let's make it 2nd down and 13. So Cardinals were able to move the ball pretty much in the first half, even though they only had 1 touchdown. They were able to threaten several times here in the second half. Has not been the case for the Cardinals.
And the Tigers are getting just what they want, putting in New Bremen into passing situations.
Hemmelgarn right side, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. No. Number 67 in on the stop for Versailles, Jacob Heitkamp, 6'5" senior with the tackle, and that's going to be a loss of 2 more yards. Let's make it 3rd down and 15. Doherty will bring the play in from the sidelines. Bornhorst relays the message to his teammates, and the Cardinals break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the short side. Bornhorst, he's going to roll left. In trouble. Going to try to turn the corner. He's going to throw it upfield. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. It's going to stop the clock at 6:44 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and New Bremen will be forced to punt the football.
Another rollout to the left. But just, again, it's just very hard to be accurate when you're thrown across your body.
Bornhorst will stand at the 7-yard line. Snap is high. Bornhorst takes an extra second to kick it away. It's a very short punt, and Versailles is going to have it at the New Bremen 48. So Tigers get great field position. And have a real chance to put this one out of reach for the Cardinals here with a drive here.
See if the Cardinals made any defensive adjustments there along the sidelines. They can't hardly afford the Tigers to run the ball right down the field again.
Waymeyer's going to throw it. Looks downfield. Pass is incomplete, but
we have a flag down in the offensive backfield and the defensive backfield.
Could be interference. We'll have to see.
Ones in the area usually see holding.
Let's make sure of what the call is. The official's talking about it. Standing at the 45-yard line. Got the hold against Versailles. Pass interference against New Bremen, so the penalties will offset, and we'll do it over again.
That time it looked like the defender possibly grabbed the Tigers' arm on that one.
Football at the 48. 1st and 10, we'll do it again. Thompson. Oh, it's going to be a roll. Rollout. Waymeyer, nice fake, but going to be a loss of 3 on that play. Actually, we'll call it a loss of 5.
Yeah.
It goes all the way back to the 47.
And there on the replay, you can see him rolling to his right, and the Cardinals did a nice job there coming from behind and tripping him up.
Waymeyer, this will be Bargy, the left side. Tries to turn it up, but he's going to be stopped there by number 25, Zach Flouty.
So it looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage now. It's going to make it 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10. Bargy, that play to the left side has gotten them some big yardage. He's so fleet of foot. He gets outside, and it's off to the races.
Yeah, that time the Cardinals were waiting on him.
Here comes Subler, right side.
As a business owner,
Emelgarn
do you find
with the
yourself
tackle.
reviewing too many?
He's number 13 as Subler picks up 8 yards on the play. It's going to set up a 4th down and 2. Football resting at the 40-yard line.
They're going to go for it.
Waymeyer gets the play, and he, from Coach Adam Miller, and Waymeyer leads his team up to the line of scrimmage. Subler, he'll get the call again. Powers forward, still on his feet. And Hemmelgarn will bring him down again, but that's a first down, or make that number 11 for the Cardinals on the stop. That's Levi Clem. And the football is at the 21, make it the 23-yard line. And it's a first down Versailles.
Nice job of blocking there by the offensive line of the Tigers, opening up the hole for Sudler. Nice gain there.
And this time it'll be the sweep to the left side. And Aaron Mangen, the ball carrier. He gets it to about the 18-yard line, so it's going to be second down and 5. Clock down to 3:40 to go, third quarter action. Waymeyer's going to roll right, throw left.
There's 3 flags on the play. It might be illegal procedure or.
And a reception is made by number 67, Jacob Heitkamp, the left tackle. So we'll see what the call is here.
Illegal procedure on the Tigers.
Heitkamp, wearing number 67, made the catch. Illegal formation against Versailles. So that'll make it second down and 10, 5-yard penalty against Versailles. Mangen in motion, fumble. Loose football. Looks like Waymeyer will fall on it, and Versailles will keep the football. And that's the, for a guy starting his first game of the season in week number 10, Waymeyer, that's really the first real miscue we've seen.
Yeah, it looks more like he's played 9 games instead of only 1.
Yeah, he just pulled from the center a little bit too soon that time, but he's done the job certainly tonight. Out of the shotgun, Waymeyer straight back. Here comes the pressure from New Bremen. It's a screen, but it's going to be incomplete. Tried to set it up to, I believe, Bargy. It's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down and about 11. 2:33 to go.
Could we see the counter play here?
I've always liked the counter. I think it's a good time for it. Keeps the clock moving. Little misdirection. You might be thinking pass here. Formation doesn't lead itself to it.
Nope.
It's going to put it up in the air.
Got him.
Wide open is Mangen for a touchdown. Mangen, 21-yard touchdown pass reception. And Mangen just floated out from the backfield, and no one picked him up. After the extra point here, we'll take a look at it one more time, and we'll get to take a look at Waymeyer's first touchdown pass of the season. Extra point, Heitkamp. It's going to be a penalty offside there. See what they do here. Official picks the flag up. They'll decline it. And Heitkamp will do it again. Snap is good. kick is up. Low liner. Get there, it did. Heitkamp's extra point, and take a look at the touchdown pass. Our score here in the third quarter after that touchdown, it's Versailles 34, New Bremen 7. We'll be back after this.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp to hire basis. West staff, your partner in business.
Versailles will kick it off here, and 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Heitkamp will do those honors, and Versailles beginning to dominate here in the third quarter against the Cardinals.
The Cardinal defense has been out there a long time so far in the third quarter. The New Bremen offense has to put something together here and string some first downs together and give the defense a break.
And that kick will go out of bounds. That puts the football at.
They're going to make him kick it over again.
Going to make him kick it over again. Okay.
A touchdown pass there by the Versailles. That was a well-designed play. They cleared the right side out, and Mangen just run straight down the field, then out and down. And just a nice run pattern and a nice throw by Waymeyer for the touchdown.
Waymeyer, of course, as we said a couple times during tonight's game, Alex Wendell, the usual starting quarterback for Versailles, out with a concussion. And the backup quarterback also out with an injury, an illness. And that meant Waymeyer to handle the job, and he's done that here tonight. And New Bremen will have some good field position here. Football is going to be at the 39-yard line.
And I think the backup quarterback was McEldowney. He is also their best wide receiver, and so he was out. And so they're doing all right without the quarterback and their best wide receiver.
Just a little bit shorthanded, but
yeah, they come in the game averaging 14 points a game, and they now have 34, so I guess they've done their job offensively.
Cardinals out of the offensive huddle. It's going to go to Doherty, straight ahead. And he's going to move it to about the 43, so we'll make it second down and 7. Flouty will bring the play in.
The trouble is, New Bremen averages 76 yards passing a game, so this is not in their wheelhouse to be down 27 points and come back.
Flouty straight ahead. It's going to make it third down and we'll call it a long one. Pretty much third down and 2 for the Cardinals. Football resting at the 47. They got to get just a little bit shy of the midfield line. So let's see if the Cardinals can get a first down. Bornhorst, he'll keep the football and go forward and across midfield and pick up that first down for New Bremen. In on the stop for the Tigers, Adam Hillscamp, 6'5" senior, number 80, made the stop for the Tigers. Ball in Versailles territory at the 48.
Clock keeps running. We're down to about 47 seconds here left in the third quarter.
And straight ahead goes Doherty. Actually, the Cardinals have had more success going straight ahead with their running back than anywhere outside the big run that Hemmelgarn had in the first half. He'll pick up 4 yards, makes it 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, it was my understanding that Fort Recovery had success last week against the Tigers on the outside, running the ball around the outside. So I just expected that tonight out of the Cardinals. But like you said, they've had more success right up the middle.
That's going to end our third quarter of play. So on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, our score, Versailles 34, New Bremen 7. We'll be back after this.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold, we are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless premium retailer.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
New Bremen with the football to start the fourth and final quarter of play. Bornhorst, he'll roll to his left side. He's going to keep it this time. He powers forward to about the 38-yard line. That'll make it a little bit short of that first down. They'll call it third down. We'll call it 3rd down and 4. Mark is back to the 43-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals.
They need some first downs here. String a few together.
Here comes Hemmelgarn. And in on the play, number 10. Read it perfectly is Noah Grise. He makes the stop. Big loss for the Cardinals. It's going to push it all the way back to 4th down and 11.
Versailles has done a nice job here. The first 2 plays of the game, the Cardinals ran that play once to the left, once to the right, gained pretty good yardage. And ever since then, Versailles has done a nice job stopping that.
So Bornhorst will be forced to punt the football one more time. High snap. Backs up to catch it. Short kick. It's going to come down at the 30. That'll be a penalty.
Yeah. Called for a fair catch, and the New Bremen player ran into him.
So that'll go against New Bremen.
So the Tigers are going to start in good field position here. Now I guess they could only be talking if he was blocked into him or not.
Now they're talking whether he did call the fair catch or not. As the discussion continues. And the penalty does go against New Bremen.
That's going to put it all the way up to about the 45-yard line.
And the football will go all the way to the Versailles 45. So Tigers will have it. First and 10, football at the 45. Straight ahead goes Thompson. In on the stop for New Bremen, number 18, Avery Powers, and number 35, Nicholas Wells. Two of the Cardinal defenders in on the tackles. Gain of 2, second down and 8. Waymeyer. Here comes Subler. He'll go over the right side.
There's a penalty.
Garrett Doherty in on the stop for New Bremen. Penalty on the play.
Looks like a face mask against the Cardinals.
Face mask, New Bremen. So that's going to give Versailles another first down, and that's 30 yards in this possession with the help of New Bremen penalties.
Right. Versailles has rushed for about 231 yards so far in this game, and they're only averaging 142 yards a game for the season.
Waymeyer under center. Bargy in motion. It goes to number 31. That's the first time we've called that number in the backfield. That's Tanner Bay. He'll move it to the 25, and that's a first down. First down for the Versailles Tigers. Fumble in the backfield, picked up. Number 33 for the Tigers moves it forward. That's Mitchell Paulus. He'll get it to the 21. That'll make it second down. We'll call it about 6.
The ball carrier before that was Tanner Bay. He has 12 carries and 37 yards for this season. And if my figures are right, the last carry was by
Mitchell Paulus,
and that was his first carry of the year.
And forward we go. It's Tanner Bay again with the football. He's going to be near the first down. Going to be just short of the first down. As the Tigers making lots of different substitutes here with the 34-7 lead with 7:55 to go. Bay is in the backfield. He'll get the football. Straight ahead he goes. That'll be a first down, and Versailles still on the move.
So they're keeping it on the ground while the clock's moving.
And, of course, another score puts us into the 30-point margin.
So at that point, New Bremen would not be able to stop the clock.
As Subler pounds forward to about the 9-yard line.
So this drive has been completely on the ground, helped out by the two 15-yard penalties.
Max Messick, number 64, in on the stop for the Cardinals. There's a touchdown. Number 22 for Versailles finds the end zone. Aaron Mangen, his second score of the night. That makes it 40-7. Versailles with the big lead with 6:43 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Extra point kick coming up. Snap is high, kick is blocked. Nice defensive play there by number 11, Levi Clem, with the block. And so our score, Versailles 40, New Bremen 7. We'll be back after this.
Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916.
Lead.
Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business
with
from J.H. Hoffman.
6:43 to play
in
game number 10 of the season, and it looks like the Versailles Tigers will safely even their record at 5-5 on the season. And Heitkamp will once again tee it up at the 40.
They'll also give them a 4-4 record in the MAC.
Kick is away. Comes the return across the 30. So New Bremen will have it. Football will be at the 36 of New Bremen.
We've talked about it before, but the New Bremen's offense just isn't built for coming back when they're down, especially, now that it's 33 points. But we've seen Barnhorst throw the ball fairly well in the past.
It'll be Powers. He'll go to the left side, try to turn the corner. He'll go across the 40 to about the 41. Most of the time when Bornhorst drops back, he's faced with a lot of pressure, a lot of blitzing, and that makes it very difficult for a young player like him.
And it seems like just about all their passes are to the left. Very few of them have been to the right side.
Second down and 4. And the sweep is going to get it across the 45, and about a half a yard short of that first down, and that's Grant Selby with the carry. Clock counting down on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 4:35 to go in this one. Versailles 40, New Bremen 7. In motion is Clem. Bornhorst will keep it. He'll going to power forward. Nice gain by Nolan Bornhorst. He'll get to the Versailles 40. That's a first down plus lots more, and that's Bornhorst's longest run of the night.
15-yard pickup there. A nice run, carried 2-3 Tigers with him. Only a freshman, so he'll be back next year. Get another year under his belt here.
Flouty in the backfield. Bornhorst, Clem in motion. He'll go left side. He'll turn the corner. Still on his feet before he's knocked out of bounds there by number 80, Adam Hillscamp. Second down, 2 yards to go. Football at the 32.
New Bremen, they only have 4 seniors on the roster, so tonight will be their final game in a Cardinal uniform. But the good news is, the Cardinals are a young team, so all but 4 of these kids will be back.
Bornhorst is going to throw it, and going to be completed. Number 20 with the reception, that's Caleb Allig. Allig with the reception, first down for the Cardinals. First and 10, football resting at the 26. Cardinals break the huddle. Hemmelgarn. Number 85 on the stop for Versailles. It's Evan Heastand, 6'2", sophomore.
It's going to be 2nd and 13 now for the Cardinals. Seem to be in no hurry. Clock's down to 1:39.
Cardinals looking for their second score of this evening. That's Clem. He's in trouble. Penalty marker, and it might be a face mask. He goes to the 35 or a possible hold. Let's see. Could be a hold.
And Bremen's going back, so.
Yep.
Illegal use of hands is decline.
Decline. Yeah, there was a grab there. Versailles will decline. They'll take the sack, puts it at the 35. Clock approaching a minute 20 or so to go in this one. Allig will go to the left side. Barhorse is going to scramble. Lofts it upfield and in and out of the hands of
Hemmelgarn.
Hemmelgarn, rather.
He had him open.
That'll make it fourth down, boy. Yeah,
Hemmelgarn had a chance to catch that.
He was open. Spacing looked good, but pass just a little bit short, perhaps, and it's going to make it fourth down for New Bremen as the clock is under 30 seconds. Should be the final play of the game. Here comes the pressure. Downfield, pass incomplete. Bornhorst. Number 42, Derek Cavan, sophomore for the Tigers, puts a hit on Bornhorst, and the clock at 20 seconds, and be an exchange here, and Versailles will get the football. And the clock starts, and this is going to be it, as the Tigers will not even have to come back out onto the field, but they head that way. Play clock is at 9, game clock is at 3. It's going to be a final score here in a matter of moments. Versailles with the win. They defeat the New Bremen Cardinals 40-7, and we'll be back with our recap right after this.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony Home Management System. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Versailles evens their MAC record at 4-4, their overall record at 5-5 with a win over New Bremen tonight. Cardinals fall to 0-8 in MAC play, 2-8 overall, and the numbers certainly tell the story of a Versailles victory.
Yes, they do. For the New Bremen Cardinals, they were 2 of 13 passing for a total of 8 yards, rushing 151 yards total. Yardage of 159. For the Versailles Tigers, 5 of 9 passing for a total of 81 yards, rushing 272 yards, a total of 353 yards of offense for the Tigers. Scoring wise in the third quarter at the 8:16 mark, Garrett Thompson, a 1-yard TD run. The point after was no good. Score was 27 Versailles and 7 for New Bremen. At the 2:27 mark of the third quarter, a 21-yard TD pass, Waymeyer to Aaron Mangen. The point after was no good, was good. Made the score 34-7 in favor of Versailles. In the fourth quarter to 6:43 mark, a 9-yard TD run by Aaron Mangen. The point after was no good, and that made the final score Versailles 40, the New Bremen Cardinals 7.
And our player of the game tonight, of course, that's sponsored by Speedway Lanes, and it's a New Bremen player, Jake Hemmelgarn. Jake had the biggest offensive play of the night for the Cardinals in the first half, and a couple of defensive tackles on for the Cardinals as well. So Jake Hemmelgarn, our player of the game, sponsored by Speedway Lanes. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here tonight: Cy Schwederman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, all bringing you tonight's game between New Bremen and Versailles. Also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Friday, October 28th at 11 p.m. and Tuesday, November 1st at 7 p.m. You can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.net. Also like to thank our crew here tonight from NKTelco. Daniel Allen, the director, John Quellhorst, assistant director, Tyler Wolf, and Jeff Henschen, our camera crew tonight. And alongside me for color commentary and statistics, Ron Cruzy, I'm Dave Helmstetter. And our final score from New Bremen here on NKTelco, the Versailles Tigers 40 and the New Bremen Cardinals 7.